Okay, in this movie I'm going to show you how I draw the mouth, and I'm going to do that with a simple shape, and I'm going to warp it. Then I'm drawing the teeth with some simple shapes as well, and I'm going to use the Pathfinder tool to cut the shape. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to show you now. So first of all, I'm going to draw a rounded rectangle as we did before. This one is going to be black, and I want it completely round like this. And then I'm going up into my effect, and I'm choosing warp, which is down here, and I think it's arc, but we're going to figure out. Here it's arc, but this dialog box also pops up, and here I have all the same opportunities as I had before, so it doesn't really matter what I choose because I can still change it here. Here you can see the tryout fish. Oh, that is actually quite funny. I could use that, but no, I'm choosing the arc, and yeah, then I can choose how much it should bend. This is pretty good. I'm going to, now it's a sad mouth, it's going to be a happy mouth. I'm just going to transform it afterwards. And yeah, you can always try out, oh yeah, this is kind of nice, because then it gets kind of asymmetrical. That's always a little bit more fun. So yeah, there, I'm happy. I say okay. And the funny thing is now that this warp, that is an effect that is put onto my object, and that's why it looks so weird now. Because it looks like, you can see the guidelines here that shows me that it's, the figure is still like this, drawn like this, but then I put this warp effect on it. So to be able to actually use it more like the objects that we have already drawn, I have to expand this. And I do that by going up into object, and then I just simply say expand appearance. Oh, and now you can see, if I double click it and I choose into the group now, and select the direct selection tool, you can see now it has all these different vector points, and I can actually click them and edit them if I want to. I want to do that later, not now. Now I just want to have it a little bit smaller, and I want to turn it upside down so he's happy. Yeah, something like that. And then not still that satisfied. Should it be like more like this? I take, the shortcut for the direct selection tool is A, so take A, press one of the vector points here, and then I can still edit it. And I do that until I'm satisfied. I can also delete some of these if I don't want to have that many. It's really not necessary to have that many. So yeah, I edit it until I'm satisfied, like that. Then I'm actually just going to drag a copy. I have my black arrow, my selection tool. I press Option at the keyboard and drag a copy. And then I'm going to draw some teeth. I'm doing that still with this rounded rectangle, and I'm choosing a color for my teeth. This color is pretty nice teeth color. No, it actually should be lighter. Why don't I have any lighter? This one then. Just going to zoom in, and I zoom in by pressing space and command on my keyboard. I don't know if that works for Windows, but it works for Mac. Sorry, I don't know the shortcut for Windows. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with my teeth. But hold on, there's like too much shape up here. I want to cut that off. And I do that by using my Pathfinder. I have already my Pathfinder open, but if you don't have that open, anytime when you're missing a palette, go up into Window, and you can find it here. Under P, my Pathfinder, and this small correct sign out here, it tells me that it's already opened. So you can see there's lots of palettes that I haven't opened because I'm not using them. But yeah, my Pathfinder there. So I select my mouth and my teeth by having my selection tool and just dragging. And then I can use my pathfinder over here. And yeah, just to show you what happens, this one multiplies, so if I press this, it does the same thing as the shape builder tool that we have over here. I don't want to do that, so I just say undo, and I do that by pressing Command Z. If I take this one, it minus the front. So we have just holes, the teeth are gone. I still want colors in my teeth, so to say undo, that was not what I wanted. This take the fællesværdien, the value where they overlap each other. Oh, I can't do that. And this the opposite. And none of them is like really working for me, so I go down here and take this one. This one I know works, because it cuts out. And maybe you couldn't see anything happen, but it actually did, because it cut it here. So if I'm going to double click on it, you can see I can actually select this one, and when I have it selected, I can just press delete, and do the same over here, delete, double click until I have it selected, like that. And now I have the look that I want. I still need some lips around my mouth, and I'm going to use this shape for my lips. So I'm just going over here to have no fill and a stroke, and I'm going to choose my stroke color over here, this one. And up here in my control panel, I can set my stroke. I can also open under window and under S stroke. I can also open the stroke palette and here notch it up more. My mushroom is going to, yeah, that's good. That's really good. And you can see here, if you're working with the line, you can work with the cap and so on, edit the cap here, lots of different opportunities. But yeah, now I'm satisfied, and I can scale this up and down. Sometimes you can't scale a stroke up and down, and you have to look up here in the control panel. There's something called transform, and in the small arrow here I can say that I want it to transform everything. If it was just, I'm just going to try that. No, I'm not sure if that was the one actually, but we're going to say all there. Open up my transform panel, and here in the transform panel you can say scale, strokes and effects. So if I don't have that turned on, look what happens. Look, now the stroke is like still really big. I think I put it on 60 or something like that. So, and that's really unhandy when we're going to scale our design up and down, and we're going to do that constantly, especially when we put our game design elements into our background and so on, put it all together. So if this happens to you, just going to say undo, then you can open your transform palettes and then just check this one, scale, strokes and effects. But you can also do something differently. You can also like select it and then go up in object and expand the stroke. So in the stroke we just say both, and I want to do this again because this looks kind of weird. Object, expand, expand. Well, it's behind maybe. Is it expanded? Yeah, it is actually expanded, because if I take my direct selection tool, we can see that it got vector points all around. And the stroke doesn't have that. Just going to put it backward. And then you can, of course, when it's expanded, it looks like this when I have my direct selection tool, and when I have my selection tool, which the shortcut for that is V on the keyboard, it looks like this. So that's two different ways of doing it. So now I'm just going to put my mouth over here to zoom out on top of my design over here. So now my design looks like this. We're getting there. And in the next movie I'm going to show you how you can draw with the pen tool. So see you in the next movie.